Alright guys, so I'm gonna get ready to mod my 0350. I'm gonna turn it into a 0360. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and Google it. But essentially it involves dropping the spine down so that I have a more pronounced tip, and the spine will essentially go from the tip here up to about right here, just straight down. So that's what I'll be grinding on the blade, and then on the handle, back here, as you can see, I kind of got meaty hands. My pinky kind of rides this right here, and I don't really like that, so I can't remove much because there's a cutout right on the inside here, but I'm going to knock down that hump a little bit just so that my pinky's not rubbing it so much. I might de-assist it too, I don't know. We'll see once I get the grinding done. But for dropping the spine, I'm going to be using a 2x42 belt sander. For back here, I'm going to be either using a Dremel with a sanding drum and or a drill press with a sanding drum. I haven't decided yet which would work best. Probably going to be dipping after every pass to keep the temper good. I don't want to screw up the heat treat on this blade doing this mod. And yeah, so stay tuned, and we'll see how this turns out. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to show you like work in progress just because it's just me working by myself in there. But here's, as you can see, started dropping the spine. I think that's kind of a cool profile right there already. You can see the spine there. See how much thicker it gets to the tip whenever you grind out that swedge. How much that full width carries out to the tip. But yeah, I got to keep going and just keep grinding. So this is going to be broken up in parts, like I said, and grinding by myself. So I'll show you just a little bit here and there and keep patching it together. So stay tuned, and I'll keep you updated. Alright, so I'm pretty much done with the spine. As you can see there, nice pronounced tip there. That's a spine. You can see how thick the full thickness, or without the swedge, how full thick it is all the way almost out to the tip. Knock that hump down. It's pretty rough. Got to clean that up with a file. I'm going to hand file from here on out. And so almost there. After this, I got to take it apart, clean it all up, and then decide if the assist is staying or if the assist is going. So far. Alright guys, I'll get back to you. Alright, so here's where we stand on my 0350 to 0360 mod thus far. Pretty much I think as far as I'm going to take it. The actual 0360 starts like all the way up here and drops all the way to the tip. This being an 0350, they have like the little swoop here where your thumb can rest. Before they had the swedge, so I pretty much just ground out the swedge, and you can see that thickness all the way down. And but I have a lot more tip, which was what I was going for. That's one of my only gripes about the 0350 design and the 0300 series design, is pretty much the blunt tip. It's just so wide. So went ahead and fixed that. You can also see I knocked this down, so when I grip it, nothing's sticking into my hand anymore. It's a little bit rough still. Whenever I take this apart for final cleaning, might hit that with some sandpaper and clean it up, but I have the edges all cleaned up a little bit and chamfered over and stuff to try and match up with everything else. So that's pretty much it for this. So I have to do final cleaning, and I'm going to tie up a lanyard for it, and decide whether or not I'm going to leave it assisted or de-assist it, and I'll get back to you guys with the final product. So stay tuned. Alright, so here's the finished product. As you can see, the spine ground. Not a good flip. There it is. I did decide to de-assist it. Got to get used to it a little bit. It flips a little bit differently. Oh, and just so you guys know, this was a blem, so don't scream at me for grinding on it and such. You can see where I knocked it off. I put the pocket clip on for left hand tip up, but I'm going to carry it right front pocket. And you see the lanyard that I put on there. That's a Grin believe they call it Grins bead, skull bead. And then just draw and then do a blade drop whenever I want to use it. It's kind of nice as a manual. One thing that I have noticed though, taking the bar out, is you can kind of hear it. No matter what I do, the blade just slightly off center, and I can't get it to center quite right. I think I need an oversized washer because the washer on this side is very small. So I'm going to probably pick up a washer, take it apart again, and replace that. But aside from that, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. So there's my 0350 into an 0360-esque mod. Let me know what you guys think. Comment, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.